Welcome, 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 my beauties. Thank you for showing up here today for the live tapping experience. It's my greatest joy and honor to be here with all of you. I look forward to this day once a month. Every month, I count down the days and the hours. I've been preparing all day, feeling you, channeling your energies, feeling your intentions. And so now we're finally here. So I'm really excited. We've set up the set a little bit different. This is me in my bedroom, by the way. So I have, let's see, I have all of you here on my computer. Occasionally I'm going to be looking over to the right, but I would love to hear from you in the chat area. What place on planet Earth are you zooming in from right now? One of the things I love about this community is we are so international. We get so many people from so many different places. Never before in the history of humanity have we been able to do such a thing. So it's an honor to be able to do it with each of you. Okay, we've got Canada, Sedona, Ontario, Nashville, Cali, New York City, Mexico, San Francisco, Arizona, Brisbane, Australia. I'm coming to Australia very soon. San Francisco, Calgary, New Jersey, Kansas, lots of US. Oh, we've got Kirsty coming in from UK. I know it's getting late over there, or maybe early for you, Kirsty. South Florida, Atlanta, Washington, Germany, Australia, Nova Scotia, Calgary. Beautiful. We've got some Canadians in the house. Awesome. Okay, so today, little lay of the land. What we're going to do is it's a very special day. We're going to be doing our standard live tapping experience. But at the end of the program, I'm going to share with you something special, which some of you have already experienced and some of you may not have experienced. So stay on for that. It's an introduction to my personal peace process program, which we open up a few times during the year. And this is just one of those times that we open it up. But basically, you're going to get a full hour of tapping with me, a full hour of processing all your emotions, of letting go all of those things that don't serve you, of choosing what you're really worthy of and ready for in your life. We're going to laugh, we're going to celebrate, we're going to cry, we're going to do all the things because it is all welcome here. And today I've prepared something special for you because I know many of you have been tapping with me for a while. So many of you are already on your spiritual path, you're on your healing path. And sometimes we go into these little loops where we are in a super high space, things are working for us in our life, and then something happens and we loop out, and all of a sudden that creates a momentum of chaos. And so I want to share with you what I share in my personal peace process program tonight, the way you continue to elevate your energy as life continues to come towards you, because basically, we are millions of years of programming inside of our DNA, and all of that has basically collected inside of our psyche that creates certain types of fight, flight, and freeze responses. And then we do work like tapping or other types of modalities that help us rewire our brain, rewire our nervous system. But it doesn't always get done overnight, right? Because you might have some really long patterns in your lineage or some significant traumas that require a little bit more attention, a little bit more love. And so I'm going to show you what process I teach my students to support you to really integrate the tapping practice into your life, to sustain higher levels of vibration, of joy, of happiness, even as life presents itself challenges. Because if we can hold a frequency, even when a challenge presents itself, the challenge very quickly will turn into a solution. But what happens most of the time when a challenge presents itself and we don't have the clarity or wisdom yet to deal with such a challenge, to hold a space of presence with that challenge, we go into a reactive state. When we go into a reactive state, a few things happen. We go into adrenaline, our body starts pumping all sorts of stress hormones, our frequency shifts, we start to see reality through fear. And now all of a sudden we're attracting more and more fear-based things in our life. And this affects our relationships, it affects our finances, our work, our self-love, our healthy habits. It affects everything. So what you're going to learn tonight, I'm going to share it on a PDF, is a way that you can really bring a practice into your life to continue to elevate and to continue to elevate some more. So I'm going to share that with you. We're then going to go into our tapping session. We'll do some sharing at the end. I'll learn about what you discovered and what you transformed. And then I'm going to share my personal peace process program with you as well. Awesome. So let me jump over into my PDF for us all tonight. So this particular PDF I've created is how to elevate into your dreams with tapping. Okay, so 3 steps to speed up your results. It's very simple. Number 1 is honesty. We're going to go into these a little deeper. Number 2 is noticing the spiral. And number 3 is the practice, okay? So honesty, what is honesty? In order to create the thing that we truly want, we have to be honest with what it is that's blocking us from getting there. There are so many modalities out in the world that try to override these deep subconscious blocks by putting affirmations on top. But the affirmations become so much more powerful when you can actually just clear out that block altogether. And there seems to be some fear in the self-help movement of looking at our blocks, of admitting that we've got blocks, of admitting that we've even got fears. And a lot of that time, when we have that, we can go into a spiritual bypass where we're pretending that everything is okay, when underneath we're feeling a little rocky or we're feeling that chaos inside. And so with tapping and with this spiritual practice that I'm welcoming you into is all about being honest, recognizing that it is normal to move through blocks. It is normal to have emotions. It makes us human. And that's what we're evolving as humans. So rather than shaming it or thinking that it's wrong or it shouldn't even be there, we recognize it, we thank it, and then we're able to move through it. So some of the things that you'll get to experience tonight is, what is the belief that is blocking you from your dreams? What are the emotions that come up when you are feeling blocked? So this is all surrounding the honesty. Once you're able to identify those, then we just pile on a whole bunch of love, a whole bunch of care into it. We say things like, even though I've been struggling, I am still worthy. And this helps us realize that even in our struggle, we're worthy of love. Even in the fight inside, we're worthy of success. We're worthy of financial flow. We're worthy of feeling healthy in our body. And that starts to create an ease to actually let it go. So we're going to go through that process of bringing love and bringing honesty. Now, the next step, which relates to you in your life, you're going to leave here today and you're going to be spiraling upwards. You're going to have these visions. You're going to feel on top of the world. You're going to feel like, oh, wow, I finally got it. And then sometimes what happens in our spiritual process, something will come in to challenge us. And that will be the opportunity to say, what did I learn? What am I embodying? What am I integrating? So that brings us into the spiral. So we're either spiraling up or we're either spiraling down. So we want to spiral up in our life. We want more joy. We want more happiness. We want to feel more ease, more grace, more flow, more prosperity, more trust in our life. And what makes us spiral down is when there's unresolved emotions and beliefs that we might have discovered in the honesty. So if there's still some more unresolved emotions and beliefs, it's okay. You can come back and you can do the practice again. There isn't an unlimited amount of gunk in your emotional system, in your brain tissue, but there is layers. So you might pull one layer off and then there's another layer underneath and there's another layer underneath. And then you just keep pulling layer by layer, and sooner or later, all the layers are gone. And every time you pull a layer off, life gets easier because that layer is no longer holding you down. So the more layers you're prepared to peel off your energetic system that aren't serving you, the more free you're going to feel, the more prosperity, the more joy, the more ease, the more connection, the more intimacy, the more love you're going to have in your life. So always asking yourself, Where is my energy now, and what will support me to spiral up? So obviously tapping is one of those things. One of the things that I teach in my personal peace process program is having a joy journal. We create joy calendars so that you can actually keep spiraling up every day. It's about a holistic approach so that you're in a positive vibration. And saying things like, I love and deeply accept myself, and I am devoted to transforming my life with love. And then finally, step 3, it's the practice, right? So we're all on this journey of evolving, and we're all humans, and we're working through healing generations of stuff. And the practice is part of doing that. So we always get to come back to the practice. We get to go deeper with the practice. Some of you may even become teachers of tapping as you continue down that path. But either way, you continue that practice and it gets easier. So catching yourself and shifting the pattern as you see it arise. So oftentimes when you're earlier on in your healing journey, you might get triggered by something, but because you haven't got a practice really deeply integrated into your life, you will let that trigger turn from a little mountain to a massive mountain. And the only reason it turns into a massive mountain is because when it was that little hill, you didn't take care of it. And so the practice allows us to be proactive in taking care of things as they arrive, so that when something else happens, we're in a neutral space. But if you are in an avoidance of looking at your stuff, it will turn into a big, massive mountain, and then you'll have to deal with that mountain in the form of a relationship breakdown or a physical disease or the struggle with your finances. All these kinds of things will build up if they're not taken care of when that little trigger inside. So EFT tapping is amazing for that. And as I mentioned, we do visioning and joy exercises as well inside my programs, where not only are you clearing the past, you're activating new levels of joy, because it is your frequency at the end of the day that will attract your dreams, manifest your visions, help you really create the life that you want. And so that's my favorite part of the practice, actually. You know, all the healing and the emotional stuff is a lot, but when we get to add joy into our life, that's when the fun really starts to happen. And then we start to take action out of our comfort zone. And it's an amazing way to really expand your life. Sometimes you might be feeling stuck in your life. And the reason you're feeling stuck is because you're actually not taking the leaps that you're meant to be taking in your life, because you're trying to stay safe. But when you're trying to stay safe in your comfort zone, it's kind of like a feeling of stuckness, because there's somewhere else that you actually want to go, that your soul wants to take you to. So there's a lot of encouragement around taking those steps, taking those leaps of faith, so that you can actually create new ripples in your world, get more energetic feedback, so that you can then create the things that you want. Because without taking leaps and creating ripples, you won't get the feedback that you need in order to adjust, in order to tweak, in order to refine, so that you can manifest the things that you want. And all of it is a big, massive experiment. So taking those leaps is a part of that experiment. And often where you think you're going ends up being somewhere else, which is totally amazing, because you end up realizing like, wow, I didn't even know I was going this direction, and now it's amazing. But there's that point before where you're like, I don't want to take that leap. What if it doesn't work? And then you go through it and you're like, wow, my whole life is transformed because of it. So those are the steps. Step 1, 2, 3, honesty, checking in on your spiral, and then keeping connected to your practice. So we're going to do all of those today too. We're going to be honest with ourselves. We're going to look at where our spiral is, and then we're going to really practice. I'm also going to do some joy exercises with you tonight as well. Awesome, my love. So I am so excited. So let's get ourselves comfortable. It's so nice to see all of your faces on camera. You can turn your videos on. If you are in the chat, occasionally I'm going to ask you questions. Please pop your answers in the chat. Otherwise, just tap with me. Try not to get too diverted from the chat. And then at the end, I'll ask you all to unmute yourselves. We're going to do a laughter exercise to raise the roof, raise the vibration. And so we'll all get to hear each other's voices. We can even put our cameras on if we haven't done it at that stage. And we'll go a little bit deeper into some of the joy practices as well. Okay, so to get ourselves started, you may want to have a journal, some tissues, some water. get yourself comfortable. We're about to dive in for the next 1 hour. And this is going to be a deep process, and make sure you're in a quiet space, make sure you're free of distractions so that you can really focus and get the healing, the results, and your desires to come through in this session. Beautiful. So I'm going to pop some music on for us. Do this. Okay, beautiful. So we're going to do a little meditation to start with. And this meditation is just to help us center ourselves, to tune into one area in our life that we want to bring transformation to. Okay, so we can choose many areas, but you're going to get the biggest result if you choose one area tonight. You can come back to this video later and choose another area and another area, but let's just choose one tonight. And this is going to help us choose. Okay. Let's just take a moment, closing your eyes, placing your hands on your feet. Taking a long, slow, deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath for a moment. Feeling all of your energy from the day coming into your center right now. Exhale, blow it out through the cannonball breath. So imagine you're blowing it out through a straw. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Gently peel the shoulder blades back towards each other. Hold that breath. Blow it out through the cannonball. Take one more deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. Keep the breath held out. Bring your arms out in straight lines from either side of you. Keep the breath held out. And then exhale, bringing it all up to the top. Bring your hands together at the top. Come back to a normal breath right now. Just feel this energy. Taking a deep breath in once more. And then blow it out, pushing your hands down through the center. Imagine all the energy of the universe centering into your body. Come create a circle around. Inhale up once more. Exhale, push it all down in through the body. Imagine all of your cells, everything being presented, being connected into the space of time. On the exhale, once more inhale. And exhale, blow that down through the center. Bring all of your energy into your body now. Pulling it all coming into your body as you blow it out. Start massaging underneath your collarbone here. And I want you just to close your eyes for a moment. And as you close your eyes, I want you just to tune into your life right now. And I want you to tune into what's happening in your life right now. And I want you to be honest with yourself right now as you massage these tender points. This is the tender zone for tapping. What area of your life is calling for a transformation right now? What area of your life is calling for healing, up-leveling, elevating? What area of your life needs your love right now? Take a long, deep breath in. Release a big sigh with a sound. Good. As you tune into this area in your life, as you're being honest, I want you to tune into what the struggle has been. What's been coming up in your life? What's the struggle there for you? Let me know if that sound level is okay. And then on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense has the struggle been for you? 10 being the most intense, 0 being feeling completely free. And what are some of the limiting thoughts that have been coming up for you in this particular area of your life? I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. It's too hard. What if I fail? My needs aren't being met. I'm not getting the love I need. What are some of the limiting thoughts that are coming up for you? Just say them out loud. And how's it making you feel? What limiting emotions are coming up for you right now? Tapping the center of the chest. Okay, I want you to tune into that, tune into the intensity of it, tune into the thoughts, tune into the emotions, tune into the struggle. This is the honesty right now. We're being honest with what is tucked underneath the surface. In order to clear it in tapping, we bring it up to the surface to feel it so we can heal it. So giving yourself permission to be uncomfortable. And then repeating after me, even though I've been struggling with, and just say out loud what you've been struggling with. And it is and tell me what number it is. I love and accept myself. Take a big, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Ah, good, beautiful. Tapping between the brows. Even though I've been thinking, and tell me what the most limiting thought that you've had that's looping in your mind right now. Even though I've been thinking, saying it out loud. The more you voice it, the more you activate the pathways in your brain and your nervous system. Tapping the temples. And it's been making me feel, what's it been making you feel? It's possible I'm still worthy of love. Tapping the cheeks. Even though I've been struggling with, tell me what you've been struggling with. I'm still worthy of love. Take another deep breath in, release a big sigh. Now go ahead and write that number that you called out and write what it is that you're working on right now into the chat, and then come back to tapping with me. Tapping underneath the nose. After you've written it in the chat, come back to tapping underneath the nose. Even though I've been struggling with, tell me what that is. I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping underneath the lips. And I'm ready to transform this today. Seeing a lot of prosperity stuff. A lot of success stuff coming through, okay. Finances, okay. Being worthy, yes. Tapping the center of the chest. Even though I've been struggling Tapping the front of the ribs and thinking I'm not worthy. Thinking I'm not good enough. I forgive myself for believing that. I forgive myself for blaming myself. I just haven't known another way. Tapping the side of the ribs, and I've been trying my best to figure it out. And I feel really stuck here. Tapping the side of the wrist. I've been feeling really stuck about, and tell me what it is you feel stuck about. So just follow along with me with these tapping points. You can do either hand. I've been feeling really stuck about, tell me what that is. Say it out loud now. And I want you to feel what that stuck energy feels like. Oh, like I don't know where to go. I can't move. It feels sticky. It feels heavy. Tune into what that feels like in your body to feel stuck there. Tapping the side of the thumb. Even though I'm feeling stuck here. Tapping the next finger. And I don't know how to get out of this. I love and accept myself. Tapping the next finger. Exactly as I am. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. Even if I am stuck forever, I'm still worthy of love. Tapping the inside of the little finger. Even if I never heal this, I am still worthy of love. Tapping the side of the hand. Even if it stays like this forever, I am worthy of love. And it's possible I'm worthy of having my needs met. It's possible I'm worthy of having my dreams fulfilled. It's possible I'm a good human being. And I am worthy of, what do you really want? Just say that out loud. I am worthy of. Tapping the top of the head. I am worthy of. Tell me what that is. Back of the head, front of the head, all the way around the head. And I've been worthy of this my whole life. Tapping between the brows, even though I haven't been getting it. Tapping the temples, even though I've been struggling to get, tell me what it is. Tapping the cheeks, it's possible I'm still worthy of it. Even though I've been struggling to get it. Take a long, slow, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Beautiful, you're doing great. Tapping underneath the nose. I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping underneath the lips, exactly as I am. Even in this stuck place. I accept myself right here. I accept that I've been struggling. Tapping the center of the chest. I accept that I haven't known what to do. I accept that I've been feeling stuck. And so rather than pushing it away, blaming it, wishing it was different, just accept it for a moment. See what acceptance does when you accept the stuckness, when you accept the pain, when you accept the resistance, when you accept the struggle. See what happens to it when you just give it a nice, healthy dose of acceptance right now. Just accept right where you are, exactly where you are in all of your struggle. Don't try to change it. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to force it. Just accept what you're feeling around it right now. Bring so much acceptance, so much compassion, so much unconditional love to it right now. Hold it there in all your acceptance. Go a little deeper into it. Feel a little deeper. Lean into more acceptance of what it is. And then take a long, slow, deep breath in and release a big sigh. Good. You're doing good. Are you feeling that shifting that's happening from just pure acceptance? Tapping the front of the ribs. I love and accept myself. And I'm ready to look at this in a deeper way. Tapping the side of the ribs. I'm ready to be even more honest than ever before. Okay, are you ready to go a little deeper with me? Give me a little thumbs up if you're ready to go deeper. Okay, awesome. Fabulous. So I want you to tune in right now to that limiting thought, that limiting emotion that's been there for you. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. It's too hard. My needs aren't being met. I'm not good enough. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm not educated enough. All these things that we have running around in our mind. Tune into what your limiting thought has been. Tune into that thought and how that emotion feels when you think that thought. Okay, now lean into the discomfort. Let yourself feel that emotion. Feel what that feels like. Lean into the discomfort in your body. Where is it in your body? And is there a texture? Is it hard? Is it prickly? Is it oozing? Is it festering? What texture is it? What does it feel like? Really getting intimate and honest right now with all of this feeling and sensation. And as you're feeling it, as you're allowing yourself to lean into the discomfort of that belief, of that thought, of that emotion, of that struggle, and how long that's been there, imagine that there's a big cloak of compassion right now, just wrapping you in so much unconditional love right now, in all of that, so much empathy, so much care and forgiveness right there in all of that. Take a big, deep breath, release a big sigh. Beautiful, you're doing great. Tapping the side of the wrist. I love and deeply accept myself. And I'm looking at this now. Okay, tapping the side of the thumb. As you look at this a little deeper with me now, I want you to tune into that thought, that belief. And as you tune into that right now, I want you to tune into the earliest memory that you have of thinking and feeling a similar way around this kind of topic. What's the earliest memory that pops up for you right now that your subconscious just delivered you, whatever it is? The earlier you can go back, the better, but some of us can't go back because we have numbed out memories. So it's whatever the subconscious brought you. Let's look at that right now. Tapping the next finger. Tune into that memory of when you first started thinking that thought. Perhaps it was a situation that was happening, or perhaps it's something a parent or something that society or culture told you. Tune into what that is. What is that memory? When was it happening? Who was involved? Tapping the next finger. And then saying out loud what that was. What was it? Tell me about it. Imagine you're telling a story right now. Speak it out loud. That'll help activate the pathways in the brain so we can access it more. So just tell me what was happening. I was this old and this was happening and then they did that and then I felt this and where were you? Just tell me it as if you're telling someone the story right now. Speak it out loud. Tapping underneath the next finger. And the worst part about that memory was what? What was the worst part about that particular memory for you? Tapping the inside of the little finger. What gave you the biggest impact? What made you shut down, shrink your light, hide your power, doubt yourself? The hardest part for me was, say what that is out loud. Tapping the side of the hand here. The hardest part for me was, that's when I started doubting myself. That's when I started thinking I wasn't worthy. That's when I started holding back my true power. And what did you start doing when that impacted you? What habit did you start doing in your life? Did you start shrinking? Did you start defending? Did you start doubting yourself? Did you start hiding yourself? What did you start doing? Did you start procrastinating and freezing and holding back and not going for your dreams? What did you start doing as a result of that situation? I started, say what that is out loud. Tapping the top of the head. I started, say what that is. And I've been doing that a really long time. Tapping all over the head. I have been, tell me what habit you picked up, or what you started doing as a result of that. I have been, what have you been doing ever since that situation? I have been, we're being really honest right now. Tapping between the brows. I have been, say what it is out loud. Tapping the temples, and it's understandable I've been feeling disempowered. Tapping the cheeks, it's understandable things haven't been working out. And just send it some love and some empathy right now, because you just didn't know another way. You weren't getting your needs met. You weren't being supported. Just send some compassion to that part of yourself right now. Take a long, slow, deep breath in, holding it in all of your love right now. Hold it in some presence and some care. Take a big, deep breath into all of that with love. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping underneath the nose. It's possible I was worthy of love here. It's possible I was worthy of what? What did you need in that situation that would have helped you feel strong and empowered and connected and resilient and worthy and capable? What did you need in that situation that would have helped? Tapping underneath the lips. What did you need? I really needed, and say what you needed out loud. Tap in the center of the chest. I really needed. Tell me what you needed. Oh, you know, sometimes when these things happen at a young age, we don't voice our needs anymore. We doubt them. We have shame. We have shame for having needs. So let's give that inner child right now full permission to vocalize exactly what it needed with all of its confidence, with all of its pride, with all of its self-respect and honor. Let's feel that power coming up from that inner child right now. And I want you to say out loud to the universe what you needed in that situation. I really needed what? Say it, command it. I want to feel it in your body as you say that out loud. I really needed, say what that is. Yeah, of course you did. Oh, feel that right now. I really needed, tap in the chest. Take a big deep breath, release a big sigh. Give your head a little shake, stretch your mouth open, take another big deep breath in, release a big sigh. I really, say it again out loud. Tapping the front of the ribs. Okay, now I want you to just imagine for a moment that you're in that memory and you weren't getting that thing. And you're with that little child, that earlier version of you that started doubting yourself. I want you to feel that just for one more moment. Let's be honest there again, because we're going to give what we need to this situation. But first, let's feel the contraction. Tapping the side of the ribs. I really needed, say what it is. But I didn't get it. And I really needed it. And it's possible I was worthy of it. And I'm worthy of it now. Take a big deep breath in, release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the side of the wrist. Close your eyes. See yourself in that situation right now. See all of the contraction right there. Go into it as if you're in the movie right now. Feel it. And as you're feeling it in that movie, all the sensations in your body, all the textures that are there, feel it as if it's happening right now, right in this moment. And in that moment of pain, in that moment of disconnect, you open your eyes and you look into the corner of the frame. And in the corner of the frame is your higher self. And they have so much love and compassion and understanding as they watch what you just went through. And there's so much love coming out of them. You can feel it from the corner of the room. And this hurt part of you is looking up in pain. And your higher self, with all of their love, all of their understanding, all of their care, is walking over to that earlier version of you now. Tapping the side of the thumb, and as they walk over to you in that moment, they wrap their arms around you and give you the greatest, biggest bear hug around. They wrap you in, they hug you close to their chest. They feel all their protection around you. Feel that energy coming in from your higher self right now. Feel all of their love holding you in that moment right now, that they are there with you in that moment. And take a big, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the next finger. I'm receiving the love I needed back then. Tapping the middle finger. I'm receiving the love I needed back then. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. And as they're sitting there with you in that moment, holding you in all of that pain that you just went through, they have a message for you. Something they want to share with you right here, right now, in that moment, that they want you to get and they want you to take with you for the rest of your life, and to never forget it and to never let go of it. And they're there in that moment, and this is their moment to tell you this. As they look at you in the eyes, they're telling me what? What are they telling you? Say it out loud. Tapping the little finger. They're telling me. Tell me what they're telling me. Take a big, deep breath into that message right now. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the side of the hand. My higher self is telling me. Beautiful. My higher self is telling me what? What is your higher self telling you? And then go ahead and write what your higher self is telling you in the chat area, and then come back to tapping with me. Tapping the top of the head. My higher self is telling me to speak my truth. I am loved unconditionally. I am powerful and worthy of love. It was never your fault. Follow your heart. I'm here for you. I will get everything that was taken from me. You are loved and supported. Don't worry about what others say. I am a rock star. Tapping between the brows, my higher self is telling me. Tell me what your higher self is telling you right now. And it's possible, it's true. It's possible. It's true that, and tell me what's possibly true for you right now. Tapping the temples. It's possible, it's true that. Say what it is out loud. Good. Let's really invite that in right now. It's possible, it's true that. Say what that is. Tapping the cheeks. And I can trust this. And I am ready to trust this. And I want to trust this. And I forgive myself for not trusting this. Tapping underneath the nose, for not knowing how to trust this. Because nobody showed me how. Nobody showed me how to trust this. So think back into your lineage right now. Think back into your history, your family timeline. How many people in your timeline had the same doubts as you? struggled with the same things as you, didn't know how to get out of it, felt the same stuckness as you, didn't know how to trust this message as well. I forgive my family line. Tapping underneath the lips for not knowing this truth before. I forgive my family line for not trusting this truth, for not knowing this truth exists. Because it does exist. And I am getting it now. I am hearing this truth now. Tapping the center of the chest, and I am getting it. I am getting it. Yes, you are. 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 I am finally getting it. And then just say the truth out loud. Sing it out. Let all of creation hear this truth. It might feel strange to start with because it's new. But it's the truth because it came from your higher self. I am getting this message now. Good. The truth is, tell me what the truth is right now. Good. Bring that in. The truth is, say what the truth is. The truth is, say what it is once more. And I can hide from this truth if I want to. But I am done with hiding my light. I am done from hiding this truth. Take a long, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Good. Tapping the front of the ribs. I can trust this truth. Tapping the side of the ribs. I'm calling in this truth. I'm calling in this truth. Call it in right now. Feel it becoming physicalized in your body. What does it feel like to allow yourself to fully trust this, to own it, to embody it, to let it be the full ignition of your being? What does that? I know it feels different for you, but that's what it is because you haven't felt it before. What does it feel like to own that? It feels really, what are the top 3 positive feelings, sensations, positive emotions that you feel when you allow that in? It makes me feel, top 3 right now. Tapping the side of the wrist. Top 3. It makes me feel. Beautiful. Tapping the side of the thumb. It makes me feel. Okay, as you feel that, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to feel those top 3. I want you to imagine that they're fully in your body right now. What texture does that feel like when it's in your body? Is it light? Is it airy? Is it strong? Is it stable? Is it open? Is it expansive? What does it feel like? If there's a texture, is it silky? Is it soft? Is it sensual? What does it feel like in your body? Tapping the next finger. It feels really beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. It feels really. Tapping the middle finger. I'm allowing myself to feel what? Tell me what you're allowing yourself to feel. Woo! Yeah. Definitely the opposite side of the next thing. I am allowing myself to feel. Tell me what those top 3 positive feelings, sensations, emotions are. Tapping the little finger. I'm allowing what in? Tell me what you're allowing in now. Tapping the side of the hand. It's possible. This is my next step. I'm allowing myself to feel. Tell me what you're allowing yourself to feel. And then go ahead and write it in the chat if you haven't already. And then tapping on the head. I'm allowing myself to feel fully loved, alive, free, flowing, silky, expansive, confident, excited, inspired, hopeful, silky smooth, on top of the world, confident and excited, fantastic and worthy, authentic, bold, free and fierce, joy, tapping between the brows, light, free, safe, rested, curious, tapping the temples. I'm allowing myself to feel. Now expand how good that can feel by 50%, by really lean into how good those sensations feel in your body. Lean into them by 75%. Really go for it. Go into it. Allow it to expand. Feel how good that feels. Give yourself permission to feel it even better, even more, even more. Expand it by 100%. Can you allow it to expand through your whole being right now? Take a long, deep breath into feeling all of that right now. Release a big sigh. Really drop open your jaw. I want to hear sound come out of your throat right now. Tapping the temples. Big, deep breath in. Big sigh. Stretching open your mouth. Tapping the cheeks. Big, deep breath. Big sigh. Beautiful. I want you to imagine all of this energy tapping underneath your nose right now, expanding in your life right now, stabilizing as the known energy in your field right now. And I want you to imagine it fully living and expressing through you every day. What is happening in your life when you allow that to express through you every day? Tapping underneath the lips. What is happening in your life when you allow that to be expressed through you every day? I am, and I want you to go on a rant and tell me a story about how you're showing up, what you're doing, how you're communicating, how you're going for your goals and visions and dreams, how you're saying yes to your future, how you're communicating your needs, how you're standing in your truth, how you're honoring your boundaries, how you're feeling enthusiastic. Tell me all of it right now. Go on a rant, celebrate as you go on a rant as if it has already happened. Go ahead. I am, and this is happening, and I feel this, and then I'm doing that. I want to hear the action steps that are taking place. I want to feel what you're feeling in it, all of it. Tell me it all right now. Yes, what else is happening? I am, what else are you doing? Okay, now it's time to do a quantum leap. You ready? So imagine that all that you've just described has been multiplied by 100. What else is happening if you multiply that by 100? Speak the big vision right now. Speak it out loud. I am. Yes. The more we can call that in, the more we can see that, the more we can feel it, the more we attract that, the more we embody that, the more it expresses itself. So tell me what that feels like at the 100% level. It feels really having the front of the wrist. It feels really when that's happening. What does that feel like when that 100% is happening? Woo! Gosh, I can feel your energy from here. Feel it. Take a big, deep breath into it. Release a big sigh. And I want you to create cups with your hand, and I want you just to cup all over your body. That one energy right now. I want you to take big sighs, big deep breaths and big sighs. Let's go. All over any areas that love, right? All over your body. Your head, big breath, big sigh. So good, so good. One more big deep breath, big sigh. Okay, I want you to place your hands on your knees right now. You can have them crossed, or if you're seated, I'm going to put a little song on for us. We're going to do a little breathing to bring prana into the system to hold a vision, okay? So, placing your hands on your knees. And I want you to inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, bring your chest back. And we're going to do this rhythmically. We're moving the kundalini, the energy up the spine. So we've cleared out the trauma. Now we bring in the life force. Let's do this. Go for it with me. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. All through the nose right now. Really go for it. See if you can move with velocity. We're moving that prana. We're moving that life force. We're moving the body. We're moving that energy into the whole central nervous system right now. We're energizing that central column. We're connecting the kundalini field. Inhaling and exhaling as we come out. Go for it. All right, really go for it.
And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll
all right,
say,
keep it faster. Don't give up.
I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I
You
lived.
got it. Wow, wow, wow. Computer crash right over here.
Hope that you spend your days,
All right, you got
but they
this.
all add up. And when that sun goes down,
All right, 10 more seconds. You got this. Really go for it.
oh, I wish that I could witness all
Okay,
your joy
inhale, hold the breath.
and all your pain. But until my moment,
Hold that breath right now. Keep the breath held. As you're holding the breath, imagine light trickling into your field right now, going into any areas of the body that want light, that want the fuel of the prana. Feel it dripping into those areas. Exhale slowly, like you're blowing it out of straw. Slowly, get that prana. Feel all of the light around you right now. Feel your whole field energized with light right now. Imagine you're in a ball of light. Take that straw and sip in the light from the field. Imagine yourself sipping in the the light from the field around you, bringing it into the physical body. Imagine yourself sending that light in the form of the prana into any area of your body that wants that light right now. Hold it in any area of your body right now. Imagine that area of your body being held in light. Hold the breath. Exhale, slowly blowing it out through the straw. We're going to take one more breath in through that straw. Feel the field of light all around you. Hold the breath in into any area of your body. Feel it expanding that area of your body right now. That area of your body, the cells are turning on, the light is turning on. So
there is so much magnificence near the ocean.
Exhale through the straw. Final time. Bring it out through the straw.
Waves are coming in. Waves
Placing both hands on your knees. Just feel the field right now.
There is so much magnificence.
Feel that energy in the field.
Near the ocean. Waves
Feel all the
coming
light
in.
holding you. Tune into your vision now of what you want to bring into your life.
There
and feel the
so
support
much
of the
magnificence.
Feel the support of the energy field holding your visions right now.
Waves are coming in. Waves are coming in.
Feel and see yourself in that picture, in that vision happening effortlessly now. As if it is already done. And this ball of light that you're sitting in is going with you wherever you go now. And this ball of light is holding you in all your choices, all of your courageous moves. It's helping you as you move forward in the direction of your dreams. And it is taking care of you now. Feel the overflow that comes from that space of knowing that you are taken care of and you are worthy. Taking one more deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Placing your hands on your chest. Feeling this gratitude for this vision. And just writing into the chat area, what is your vision that you're taking with you now? And what are you going to do with that vision? What is a physical activity or a physical step that you're going to do with that vision? Go ahead and write that in the chat area. And then tune into that number of intensity that you were at the start, where you had a really intense struggle. What number did you start with at the beginning? And what number on a scale of 0 to 10 are you at now? Carla, 10 to a 2, down to a 0, Lorena. I'm going to sing fully, hallelujah. Jamie, going to relax, 9 to a 2. Jamie, 0, beautiful, feeling so good, 10 to a 3, 10 to a 2. Janet, carrying forward with ease, grace and love, finances are overflowing, 10 to a 3, 6 to a 2, free and safe, 10 to a 4, beautiful, 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 beautiful. 8 to a 0, grace and ease, Wonderful. So I want you to, after this session tonight, to take a moment and to write down what that vision is and to look at it and to write down what it feels like in that vision, because it is the feeling that creates it. And so when you combine a feeling with a vision, it magnifies your ability to manifest it at light speed, because the law of the universe works on vibration, and feeling and emotion are the most magnetizing energies, for good or for bad. So as we work with the method of tapping, we're able to neutralize the limiting emotion and magnify the positive emotions. When we do that, we step into our manifestation powers. And that's how tapping works with manifestation techniques. And this is something that I bring into my personal peace process, which I'm going to show with you guys shortly, which is, it's a journey. In a single tapping session, you will go through being honest, looking at all of your stuff, going into your spiral, healing the spiral, and coming out into the positive affirmation and the embodiment of what you want. The step after that is the law of attraction. What comes into your life once you've done that journey of work becomes a very instantaneous expression of manifesting. The more you can clear out the subconscious field, the more you're able to place those intentions into the field, hold a consistent frequency, and then create the life that you really desire. And you get to work on many different kinds of topics. So I'm excited because this community really is the bloodline of everything I do. And we've been creating so many things in our company. And today we're going to share something which is our personal peace process program. And this is the second time we're actually sharing this with the world. It's a 7-week program to support you in going into those depths. We actually take you through a very deep journey of reviewing the earliest years of your life and then coming out and practicing manifestation tools to actually transform and create things that you want in your life. And so if you want to stick around and you want to see what that is, we have some great offerings around it. This community, I know, would be so served by this program, especially if you do like the live tapping experiences, because the live tapping experience is just kind of like the icing on the cake. But when you can actually really do a deep process and really clean things out with a fine-tooth comb, it's amazing what happens with your life and what you attract in your life and how much easier everything comes into your life, your relationships, your finances, your work, prosperity, opportunities, all sorts of things start to come into your life when you can do that deeper level of work. So if you did like the live tapping experience, I have a feeling you'll probably really enjoy this program as well. So what I'm going to do is just going to share it with you on my screen so you can check it out. So this is the Personal Peace Process program. It's a 7-week program. This is all a pre-recorded program. So we just finished the live recording of it a couple of months ago. And so we've been able to discount this program as well because it's all pre-recorded content for you to go at your own pace over 7 weeks. But to give you a little idea about what you do on a week-to-week basis with us, Week 1 is all about deep healing, and we'll take you through those major life moments. You'll have a journal to jot down every year of your life up until 20 to find the significant pieces that are actually in your subconscious that are still unresolved. And through the 7-week journey, you will go back and do a lot of that healing process. And this is the proactive part of us really taking responsibility for our healing journey, because we can get triggered by life, we can let life happen to us, or we can be proactive and actually look in advance and clear stuff out so we don't have to be presented with situations that present an opportunity to heal. We actually do it proactively in a program like this. So that first week is all about learning how to do deep healing, looking at some of those earlier memories, an introduction to visioning and intention setting for your life. Week 2, we move into vibrant health. We're clearing out those major blocks that are blocking you from having healthy habits, feeling more motivated to have health and vibrancy in your life. There's a deep Q&A recording on how to heal deep wounds and look at trauma, as well as we open up tapping into your highest visions for health and vibrancy. Week 3 is all about relationships, clearing out limiting family patterns, as well as relationship issues, things that you've carried with you from past relationships, old wounds, letting go of baggage, belief systems that you've picked up from past relationships, and then turning that into a new embodied template of the kind of relationships that you want to have in your life and embodying that in your own being so that you can create that in your relationships. Then we move into play and inner joy for week 3. And this is really my most favorite week because it's all about having fun and letting go of some of these beliefs that we have been given as a culture, that you have to keep pushing, have to keep working, and actually recognizing that when we go into states of play, we actually generate more creativity. We actually have more power, more purpose, more energy to actually bring to our life, to bring to our family, our work, and then actually results become so much faster and better because of it. So not only are you having fun, you're having joy, you're actually tapping into a quantum field that attracts based on that frequency. So we move into that, and then we move into wealth for week 5, which is all about clearing those limiting beliefs. And I know a number of you are working on money blocks today. So this is an amazing week. Actually, week 5 and 6 is great because we really look at those habits, those emotional patterns, those money beliefs that were not only passed down through our culture, but our family lines and our history as well. So we do a lot of deep diving into that. And then we clear out some of those automated response, those fight or flight responses surrounding money. And then we recode ourselves with some of the deepest spiritual practices of generosity and gratitude. And these two qualities, when we really embody those qualities, it creates an overflow state inside of us, which actually attracts more back to us. So as we give, we always receive. And often when we're in a space of lack, we're not giving anymore. We're hoarding, we're holding back our resources because we feel like we don't have enough. So there's a whole flip of the switch that happens inside your brain, inside your emotional system, when you step into your birthright as an abundant being, to feel and know those frequencies and to allow them to generate through you as a cyclic energy. So that is the wealth. And then success really tag teams on top of that as you let go of procrastination, self-sabotage, holding back your light, and really coming into a deep place of trusting yourself to go for your dreams, to take those leaps of faith, to be courageous in going for the things that you want and learning along the way and creating momentum towards your dreams. And then the final week is a really fun week. It's all about manifesting miracles. And that is the week of surrender. The whole journey through the whole program, we're building a vision board as well. So every week you add to your vision board. And by the 7th week, you have this masterful vision board of all of your dreams and all of your visions. And you use them on a daily basis to support you manifesting. So that's basically what you go through the 7-week program. It is a really deep dive. It's not just like manifestation techniques and tapping. There's really deep inner child healing work that happens so that when we bring the manifestation in, it really sticks, it really embodies, it integrates into your core field so that you can start creating from that place. So every week you're going to get videos and workbooks. You'll have a 90-minute tapping immersion, Vision Quest taps, which are basically short taps that you can do every day. Each week you'll get one, and it's a manifestation tap. It's a 10 to 15-minute tap that you practice on that topic every day, and it supports you to continue to harness what you're bringing in, what your vision is, bringing your attention back to that as you're clearing out all that other stuff in the deep immersions. And then we have master manifestation exercises, meditations, as well as joy journal practices, creating a calendar to bring more high vibes into your life, joy activities, things like that. And then we have some bonuses as well. We have a digital tapping journal that you'll get, which is a journal that I designed for you to have a deep tapping process. It allows you to go through some of the deep questions that I ask in the live tapping experience and look at some of those deeper things, reflect, and then track your progress as well. So from the start to the end of the program, if you're using the tapping journal, you'll be able to see the areas that you've shifted because you're rating the intensity on each thing as you go through it, and you'll be able to look back in your journal and see how much you shifted. There's also transformative tapping scripts that we give you, 5 of our most popular scripts. And then we offer you a financial flow mini course as well. As we know, so many people in our community are working with up-leveling their finances and becoming more prosperous in their being. And so we decided to add this as a mini course. It comes with a mini workbook as well as a deep dive 90-minute masterclass on tapping into financial flow, clearing out those blocks. So that goes along with all of week 5 as well. And then we have a magic and grace mini course, which you're also given as well, which is all about turning into a deep level of trust, tuning into your own spiritual development, to know and trust that all is well, to get into that frequency of ease and grace so that you can create from that space versus creating from a space of pressure or pushing. So it's a lot of amazing content. As I said, we just finished our recorded live version of the program. So everything is now pre-recorded, meditations, the taps, the journaling exercises, everything is pre-recorded. You can go at your own pace. Every week you will receive prompts from us, emails from us showing you what's coming up. And so what we've actually done is we're discounting the program. Last time we did it for $500. But because now it's all pre-recorded and you can go at your own pace, we're giving you a 50% discount. So instead of $500, we're giving it to you for $247 or 3 payments of $97. So I'm going to have Hannah just add a link in there. If you're interested, we're going to give us some bonuses away tonight. We've got 2 extra bonuses if you decide to buy tonight. We have a higher self masterclass, which is a deep dive into listening to your higher self, and then a deep dive into inner child healing and trauma healing for your inner child. And so those 2 are masterclasses which come with workbooks as well. So if you do sign up after the call right now, you'll also get those bonuses. So there's a lot of amazing content for you to dive deep if you are really in a place in your journey where you really know that it's time to do some inner work to up level. If you want to expand any area of your life or all of these areas of your life, then this is going to be one of those tools. And the reason why I love it, I mean, you can go to my YouTube channel, you can go onto my Instagram, you can go onto my blog, and there's so much free content on there and there's lots that you can do. But there's something really powerful about going through a guided structure that's been clearly outlined with a specific intention. So if you do want to go into a container that supports you with that kind of intentionality so that you can really track your results, get your results, and really have a step-by-step process, then this kind of program would be amazing for you as well. You'll always have lifetime access to it as well, so you can come back and do any of the chapters that you want to do again. You've always got access to all of the digital content as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. If anyone has any questions about the program, you can write them in, and then I will get to them. Otherwise, you guys will receive a link in the chat here so you can go and check it out as well. Does it have a weight issues? Let's see, any questions coming in? Okay, so if anyone has any questions, you can write them in or you can raise your hand. This is a really powerful journey for self-healing, and tapping is one of those tools and techniques that will allow you to lift up the lid, go in deep. It is going to be an emotional process, but the good thing about this particular program is it is combined with manifestation techniques and joy techniques. So you're not going to be caught in like just all of this deep emotional process. The idea is to take you in deep, to look at some of those inner child healings, to look at some early traumas, to look at early patterns, and then to bring you out. And every week that you go through the program, you're going to map out on your calendar joy activities that lift your spirit, that help rewire that new frequency. And you're going to be doing these vision quest taps that allow you to create the vision for your life. What do you want to create in your life? Who are you becoming? What do you stand for? What does that look like? And the more repetition you do that, which is why it's powerful to do it over a 7-week period, the more repetition you bring into that, like anything, the more you practice something, the more you do it, the more momentum you start to get, the bigger the results start to happen as well. And so you'll always have access to that program. Let me see if anyone has any questions. Yes, Myrna did the course. You did amazing, love. It was so beautiful to have you in that program. Okay, there was also some beautiful Q&As that we did in the initial program as well, which are really some bonus content in there for you. Hi, love, the program does address healthy. Okay, I've missed it, but does it also address weight issues? Yes, so there's a whole week done on health and wellness. And so for that whole week, you're going to look at any of the underlying habits that are caused from early childhood patterns that are creating those weight issues. So you'll start on the surface, you'll be looking at like some of those limiting beliefs, some of those limiting thoughts and emotional patterns, but then underneath that is some of the traumas that have created those beliefs for you, and you'll be able to really get in deep on those. And what you'll actually start to see, a lot of our issues, so if we have weight issues or eating issues, or we have a physical illness, they'll often overflow into other areas of our life. So if we have self-doubt, or we have a lot of judgment around ourselves, and then we're judging ourselves for our eating habits, it might overflow into our work as well. And so we often see like a gradient affecting all areas of our life. So even as you move through that really big topic that's important for you, and you might spend a lot of time in there, as you spend time on the other topics as well, you'll start to see how they all influence each other. So if you're working on your success, or you're working on your finances, and you're bringing deeper levels of worth, self-worth and self-love to yourself, that overflows into how you honor yourself and honor your body and how you care for your body. And that's really why holistic healing is so important, because it's not about just like one thing. It's about looking at our life as a whole and recognizing as we take care of one thing, we're taking care of everything. So yes, week 2 is all about health. Beautiful. I have the program you did with Mind Valley. Does this program have any overlap, or is it completely different? Welcome, Mind Valley. Awesome. No, this is a completely different program, actually. So Mind Valley is amazing, and I love that program that I shared. If anyone's ever interested, it's a 28-day program. Each of those days is a different topic. It's like a 20-minute tap. This particular program is a much deeper program in that there's 90-minute taps, as well as a deep process to really map out every age of your life. And so it's a deeper process in that you're going to journal a lot. You're going to figure out what those core imprints are. You're going to map out what you really need to work on. And then you're going to do deep dives into them. And the reason why I like to do deep dives is because you can really do that inner child healing work as well. So I feel like this is an amazing complement to something like Mind Valley. Mind Valley is an amazing introduction to working on lots of different topics and to getting your clarity and to activating your power. And this particular program is much more about really working with the inner child and then working with manifestation as well. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so yes, so the program is basically opening up tonight. So if you sign up tonight, you'll get yourself all set up, and then every week you'll get access to another level of the program. Yes, Marina, we loved you in this course. Beautiful. Awesome. It overlaps. Yes, thanks so much for explaining in detail. Beautiful, my loves. Okay, so you've all got the link there. This family, all of you are my family, and I'm so grateful for you. And I'm so thankful that tapping has touched your heart in the ways that it's touched my heart, and that we get to grow this community together. So thank you, as always, for showing up for the live tapping experiences. Thank you for showing up for yourself and your life, and knowing that you're worthy of that time. You're worthy of that dedication to yourself. And when we carve out the time to give to ourselves in these ways, it is such a benefit to the rest of our life, to our relationships, and to all that we're creating. So thank you for giving that to yourself, and thank you for trusting me as your guide as well. It's my greatest joy. And if you have any more questions, you can always write us in via email. Thank you, Yakania. Beautiful. Much love to you. And we have these classes on once a month as well. You guys can always follow us on IG. And if you want to do the program, we'll see you in there as well. Okay. Sending you all my love. Many, many blessings to you all. Bye for now.